So this here pretty much ripped off my garage door today. Gotta fix it. So yeah, this doesn't look very good at all. It wasn't done very well in the first place. You can see that at one point it was mounted here and it was moved over. It must have pulled off previously, but it really did the job today and it is gone. So I'm going to take this apart, and it worked like this for, what, 2.5 years since we moved in here, but obviously not good enough. And we're going to take this off and do it right today. First thing, if this happens to you, you're trying to fix this, pull off your cord, disengage this from the track so it doesn't get pulled up if somebody hits the button on your garage door opener. Step 2 is to pull this pin out, detach this, and then take out this other hardware and get this completely out of here. And of course, don't lose the hardware once you pull it out, in case you need it. And I'm going to be using this reinforcement kit. Grabbed this at Home Depot. They had it in stock, so that was what I went for. And it looks like, from what I can tell, the right thing that should have been on there from the beginning. To put this on, I got to take off these 2 screws below the center piece here because it's going to mount into those holes and up here as well. Out of the box, this is what's in there. It's just the bar, the flat bar itself, and it comes with a little bit of hardware, a cotter pin and a couple of screws. I don't think you need the screws unless I might drive a few in for extra support, but the cotter pin goes through here and engages the J-hook of the garage door opener. And this, you can see it's a raised lip here. That'll let it rest on top of the other hinge. This will slide up underneath the top bar. You'll see in a second here. But since this is a flat bar, now we got to hammer some things flat before it'll fit. And by that, I mean hammering this stuff flat, which is not going to be pretty because there's no support in behind it. But I'm going to try and make it as flat as I can before I try and put the bar in. And one more thing, there is another screw up on top here. That one has to come out as well before we put the new bar in. Now we'll slide the bar into position and put the screws back in, but not fully tighten them because we might need to adjust it yet. There we go, that is leagues better than what was on there. Now I just gotta reinstall the J-hook. Okay, that doesn't quite line up. I don't think I got a lot of play on this bracket at this point. So I'm gonna move this J-hook up to the next notch and see if that helps with the fit. And to adjust this, you just undo these bolts and slide it up to where you want it, or down, as the case may be. I wanna go up. And for mine, these are, if you're wondering, 1/2-inch bolts. So this is the closest I get it here. Next, I'm going to adjust the pulley up here, this rail, because I cannot get this to line up as it is right now. It's not very far off right now. I've got about 1/4 of an inch to go. I don't want this chain to twist. And we got it through. All right, now I just need to tighten this up and hope everything works. And make sure my chain is not twisted. That looks good. Chain is good. This is on. Put the cotter pin in. My fingers are frozen because it's winter. That should do it. I guess now I just need to test if it actually opens or not. Ooh. So far, so good. Well, up works. How about down? Perfect. Not usually things work that well on the first try. I don't see any issues with that. Seems to work well. It is leagues better than what was on there. If you have problems with your garage door opener detaching from your garage, this thing is pretty awesome. It's pretty rigid, rugged. It cost, it was I think $30. So I'll put a link to it down below. But if you like this, it was helpful, hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. I can't believe that actually worked. First try. That never happens.